playoff victory, as we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the top team in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Boilermakers offense comes on the field first today. Well, the energy of this building, Chris, is going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps brûlé. Let the good times roll.
Really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The pickup is 6 yards, so third down and 4 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Brought down at the 33, but it's good enough to move the sticks. The Boilermakers have first and 10 here.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks.
And I'm shocked this guy is trying to get outside and make a play, Chris. You know what he's all about. Sit in the pocket, make a read, get the ball out of his hands. Here he's desperate, trying to make a play on the outside. Really not in his arsenal, as you see, and it backfires for a big loss.
And the Boilermakers will have to kick it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up. They'll run it here. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
I'll tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently, and even Isaiah Spiller. Good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Stiff arms the man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It's an important first down on that running play. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Offense setting the tone early.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And looking to throw now on first down. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Looking for some space. It's Robinson. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The Aggies looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Got him. He's sacked.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
It's a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
He's going to try to return the punt. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Single back takes the handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And As we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Here we go, first play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. He'll hand it off. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To throw, it's Collins. Looking for his big tight end. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to...
Looking to make a play deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the Aggies bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They're going to run it here. Fighting them off. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers come to the line in a hurry-up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he cannot escape defense with a sack. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. And the Boilermakers will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. Looking to throw it on first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down after a short return. But the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important third down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. To the air, it's Collins. It's an out route, the catch made. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. First down here, time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. He hands it to the back. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. Can he get there on the ground? And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. Big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. It's exactly what he did there.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the return starts from inside the 20. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Boilermakers will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Woods. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
A Chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. And he'll set up to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got some space here. On the move. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick returner. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 19-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. That's a strong stiff arm. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
On the return, it's Tees. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover. He has a good job of being physical and making that play.
Breaks loose at the 45. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Looking to pass. It's Collins. The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. A short completion to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll give it to the running back. Running with purpose. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long.
And he scores. Touchdown, Purdue. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Turner looking to make a play here. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They'll run it to the left. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that previous play. Here comes a handoff. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
But that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the freshman making an impact play there. And the Boilermakers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Here's that defense shifting again. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he throws his third interception of the day. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Then as he gets the pass away. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. From the shotgun, drops back. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback will take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.